podcast host, Chris Cowlin. Chris, good day, good morning, Chris.
Morning, Chris.
Alan, Ray, good afternoon to you. How are you?
We're good. Afternoon. It just seems a bit strange. We're not even got the cup final over yet, and these two are playing in a friendly. And they talk about fatigue with players and stuff like that. Is it just commercial decisions again, stuff the players, or will the players be used sparingly?
Yeah, of course, it is a commercial decision for Tottenham Hotspur to come out of here. But, of course, you've got to remember that we've only played 41 competitive games this year, 38 in the Premier League, 2 in the FA Cup and 1 in the League Cup. Tottenham Hotspur are such a well-supported club all around the world. I was told last night by the Oz Spurs group that there is actually 11 official supporters groups out here. So when I went to the open training session last night, thousands of fans were there watching the Tottenham Hotspur squad train. They're absolutely delighted to have Tottenham here. They're delighted to see Premier League teams here. I think that Postecoglou will put out a fairly strong squad. He's brought a number of development players as well, so I'm sure a lot of players will get opportunities.
All it is, Chris, that it's nice that you can go that part of the world because all those fans they get up early in the morning to watch the games, can't see you live. So it's good for Newcastle and Spurs to go out there, and I'm sure the key players for Spurs and for Newcastle will be bit part players. They're going to come on as long as they show their face, play 15-20 minutes, and it'd be more for the development side, I should imagine. And it's a great opportunity for the young players because they're going to get a massive crowd, and you're playing in front of crowds that they would never probably play under.
Well, the capacity at the Melbourne cricket ground is 100,000, so they're expecting a very, very large crowd there this evening, which is going to be great for a lot of the players, as you say, Ray, a lot of the younger players. Yeah. But, a lot of the Australian fans here have come to see the likes of Mickey van der Ven, James Maddison, Heung-min Son, who you mentioned there earlier, Alan. So, the excitement is really there. And as you said, Ray, not a lot of people can get on a plane, come to England to watch Tottenham and watch Premier League football. But Premier League football here is absolutely huge. Everyone loves the Premier League all around the world. So, for them to get teams like Spurs and Newcastle here, sell out crowds, thousands of people coming from all over to watch games like this when the season has ended, it is great to see. But, you talk about fatigue. I was at the Sheffield United game on Sunday. I literally got on the first plane out after the Sheffield United game, made the training session just by minutes. But it's been great. I've been here less than 24 hours and I've been welcomed here by a lot of the Spurs groups. And it's great that people come all over and everyone gets together.
Yeah, and Ange was getting a little bit frustrated, wasn't he, with some of the punters, especially, towards the end of the season. So I'm pretty sure after the game he'll have a much-deserved rest out there.
Yeah, from what I understand, he's actually going to spend a couple of days out here. The players are going to go back straight after the game. So, in fact, the players would have been here for less than 48 hours. But as we all know, Ange Postecoglou never stops working. He's a workaholic. And as we all know, that there's still a lot to do at Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. But overall, I think he's done a fantastic job in his first year. Harry Kane, of course, leaving in the summer, and we getting a fifth place finish. Some people would say that, perhaps we should have got a Champions League spot. But I think at the start of the season, if you asked any Spurs fan, would you have taken a Europa League spot? I think most people would have accepted that and bit your hand off.
Chris, where do you think he's going to be looking at, and Daniel Levy will be looking at where to strengthen next season? Because obviously centre-half positions, you sorted that out and very, very good. But is it strikers?
Yeah. We need a striker. Of course, it's very hard to replace someone like Harry Kane, but I think if Richarlison is looking to move on, or Spurs are looking to move Richarlison on in the summer, I think definitely a striker. I think another winger coming in. I think backups to left back and right back as well in the midfield area. There is a lot to do, but Ange Postecoglou knew this. When he came in, he knew that it was a big job. But I think in his first year, we've had 2 transfer windows. We've got business done early. We're not used to that as Tottenham Hotspur fans. So that's great to see that he is being demanding in getting players in early. But another very, very busy and big summer ahead in terms of players coming in the door and out.
Yeah, Chris, enjoy out there. It's a beautiful country. Spurs Chat
Cheers,
podcast
Chris.
host Chris Cowlin.
Thank you.
Thank you. Right, coming up, we hear from Gareth Southgate on